We turned away an average of 5 people a night, and we used the Uber application to transport those people to shelters in Cambridge, Revere, Somerville, or back to the Malden T station. One night, a night I was on duty as a volunteer, we turned away 21 guests. What we provide, above all else, we provide hospitality. We treat them as if they were guests in our home. We provide them dinner, breakfast, warm clothing, socks, hats, gloves, toiletries. The pastor's granddaughter cut hair, gave out haircuts throughout the season. We had a podiatrist come in and check feet, because anyone who knows the homeless population, the housing insecure population, feet are really a critical issue. We also had folks come in from health organizations to check up on prescriptions. We had medical consults. We helped people with housing applications, recovery support, mental health supports. We served a total of 156 different people. And you can see the breakdown in the next slide of who those folks were. These people come from all walks of life. We had a lawyer. We had more than one U.S. Army Marine veteran. We had more than one parent there with their adult child. How do we do it? We do it through the graciousness of our host, Malden First Church of the Nazarene, 75 plus volunteers, some of whom are sitting in the back table there. I want to recognize those volunteers in the back table. The business community in Malden has stepped up. Fresco's, Honeydew, Pizza Pizza, Costa Foods, and get this one, new to Malden, Old Town Trolley, which is just up the street, used one of their great vehicles every morning at 7:30, would pick up 25 guests at the Malden Warming Center and bring them to the Malden train station so they could get to appointments or to Boston or hospitals, wherever they were going. The city of Malden, starting always at the top, the mayor's office is the leader. Malden Cares, another Malden organization that comes out of the Health and Human Services Department. Malden Police and Malden Fire, second to none. Nonprofits, including several area churches, mosques, temples. Our grants and our donations range from $5 to thousands of dollars. Our guests spoke English, Spanish, Portuguese, Haitian Creole, Lebanese. Some of our guests came in on walkers, canes, wheelchairs. Some came in with serious mental health concerns. Malden Warming Center has been in existence now 7 years, and it really truly is one of the greatest organizations I've ever been involved in. I'm honored to serve on the board of directors. It really was born out of a vision and a mission of the pastor of the church. Here we are 7 years later. We are a model for other communities. This really is God's work that we are doing, and it's my honor to recognize Malden Warming Center, Pastor Jerry Whetstone.
It's difficult to give a microphone to a preacher. I stand here on behalf of the leadership team and it said 75 volunteers, but actually it's a little larger than that. It's 165 volunteers that make the Malden Warming Center a reality. And so on behalf of them, we say thank you. We don't do it for the honor, we do it for our guests. And we're glad that we can be there for them, and we look forward to many more years and also expanding because the need isn't going away. So thank you very much. We are very honored.
Thank you so much.
Want to take a picture, Nate? Make sure.
Yes. So with this, I would like to present this award for the Malden Warming Center in deep appreciation of your compassion, service, and unwavering commitment to providing shelter, warmth, and hope to those in need during the coldest month. Your work embodies the spirit of a community and care with a great gratitude for your vital impact. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We also, Dana, come together. You should be in the middle. And we also have another citation.
Yes, we have a series of citations. Each of our award winners will get one, starting with the most important, Gary Christensen, Mayor. On behalf, the City of Malden congratulates the Malden Warming Center. So thank you, Mr. Mayor, for this wonderful citation. The second one is presented to the Malden Warming Center and others from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. This one comes from the Auditor of the Commonwealth, Diana DeZoglio. So thank you to our State Auditor. And the third one, again, on behalf of the United States of America, the U.S. Senate. This gentleman has actually visited the Malden Warming Center, walks the walk, talks the talk, U.S. Senator from Massachusetts, Edward Markey. So thank you, Mayor Christensen, Auditor DeZoglio, and Senator Markey. Thank you.
And we might mention that our mayor is one of our volunteers.
That's wonderful. That's great. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Diversity, inclusion, Danielle Kim? And you're doing that one? Next up, we have our Excellence in Diversity and Inclusion Award, and that one is going to Danielle Kim. Presenting is Mei Hung.
Well, Danielle Kim is a very unique person. I didn't get to know her until probably 3 years ago. However, she has been around longer than that. Being the first of an inaugural executive director for the Boston Foundation in this Asian Community Fund. Many, many years ago, when we first reached out to the Boston Foundation, they said, we don't fund anyone outside of Boston. And luckily, with the police and among many members, started to do a focus group and came to Malden. That was more than 10 years ago. And so that was kind of what was born out of that focus group. So I'm very grateful for Danielle to be really taking on this leadership. We are so proud to have her to really having this kind of visionary leadership and unwavering dedication to advancing equity and empowerment within the Asian community and Pacific Islanders. So this particular fund, Asian Community Fund, under the Boston Foundation, is the only one funds that dedicated to Asian American and Pacific Islanders. So it is very incredible that over the last how many years that the Asian community has been contributing so much to this country and in the state of a Commonwealth. However, there's no particular funding that really dedicated to support the Asian immigrant community. So really salute to Danielle and the team to really make this happen. And because of that, Chinese Culture Connection also one of the funders. And we discovered the Boston Foundation has such an incredible vision. And with the Polly leadership and Danielle leadership, really making this really become one of a kind and actually creating an incredible role model for other states to follow. So with this, we are welcoming Danielle to come. And there's a video to show about the Boston Foundation. Okay. Danielle, why don't you come?
The mission of the Asian Community Fund is to bring the entire Asian American community together in Massachusetts so that we can work together and have a stronger united voice.
The Asian Community Fund is helping to transform the landscape of philanthropy. And so the work that we're doing to uplift API leadership and representation is foundational to making sure that our communities can thrive.
It's often a group that hasn't really received the attention, the resources, the networks that it deserves, and in large part it starts with narrative change.
The Asian Community Funds brought together this community in a way that really hasn't happened before, to jump in and say, we're going to be a convener, we're going to get everybody together in a room. That alone is exciting.
One word comes to mind, I think about impact. The kind of impact that we can have as Asian Americans, as allies, to help an incredibly powerful and vibrant community thrive and grow.
The Asian Community Fund has done a great job of bringing all the nonprofits together across the state, and we are hoping that we learn from everybody and be able to create more and more resources.
The API community has been historically considered a monolith, a modern minority. The fact that Asians are the most diverse community with over 50 different ethnicities has been overlooked.
As someone who grew up in a city like Lowell, where there are a big population of Cambodians, I've always been represented in my community, but when I stepped out of Lowell, I was no longer celebrated.
The contributions and the vibrancy of the Asian and Asian immigrant communities. It brings so much to our neighborhoods, our workforces, our schools.
The time is now and the time is right. It's absolutely critical for the Asian community, especially the non-Asian community, to back together. We can learn a lot from each other's culture.
We can't do this work alone, and the work of uplifting the Asian community needs the partnership of so many, from government leaders to companies to employee resource groups and volunteers, working hand in hand with us to make sure that the Asian community is represented and visible.
Danielle, congratulations.
Okay, so after 9 courses, I'd say my waistband is tighter, but my heart is fuller. But I first want to thank truly the entire CCC team, May, Eva, Dana, the entire board, the volunteers who have been powering this organization for 40 years. You are a true inspiration, and especially in these times of uncertainty and very, very difficult times, the work that CCC does to uplift cultural understanding and community connections is even more important now than ever. And so I'm inspired by the work of CCC, and it is a true honor to represent and accept this award on behalf of the Asian Community Fund. And I want to thank everyone in this room for all that you do to uplift community belonging and visibility. So thank you very much.
Next up, we have the Edward F. O'Connell Inspirational Service Award that will be given out to Jordan Shapiro, and Executive Director May Hung will speak about Jordan, and then we'll ask Eddie's wife, Kathy, to come up and help present the award. May.
Thank you. So if you are in Malden, no one would not know who Jordan Shapiro is. He is an incredible human being that I got to know him, being very honored, for probably about quarter century. Sorry to say this, that you probably know how old I am, but it doesn't matter. Someone who has been confidence. Doesn't matter your age, right? Anyhow, so Jordan Shapiro struck me as someone who is incredible, brilliant. Being a lawyer, sometimes people, you see lawyer is very serious. However, he is not. No, he's serious, but he's really have an incredible uplifting spirit. Everywhere he goes, he plays keyboard, piano, sing songs, he makes jokes, he makes people have a great time. And at the same time, he also been very much of a community-minded. He provided a lot of services to the community, particularly to the many of the nonprofit. I'm sure you're going to hear some of the people going to speak about him because of what he did and what he has been doing, and incredible human being. So it's my great honor to present this Edward O'Connell Best Spirit, Inspirational Lifelong Service Award to Jordan Shapiro. So we're going to hear a little bit of this story.
Jordan's hard work and dedication to help others have made a real difference in our community for many, many years. Therefore, Jordan has touched so many lives in showing what a true kindness and generosity looks like. His commitment to give back inspires all of us. To do more, be more, and give more, Jordan has never said no if you need him as a friend or as a legal advisor. Thank you, Jordan, for being such a wonderful example of service and compassion.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jody Coburn, and I'm president of Temple Tifereth Shalom in Peabody. I've known Jordan since he handled the legal work to merge Temple Tifereth Israel of Malden with Temple Beth Shalom of Peabody in 2015, creating the now very successful Temple Tifereth Shalom. He and his wife were married at Temple Tifereth Israel in Malden in 1965, that's almost 60 years ago, and since then he's been a dedicated member who regularly attends and supports all of our events. In addition, he's generously provided frequent and outstanding legal services since the merger of our temples, always looking out for our best interests and treating us like we're his only clients. As a side benefit, we're always lucky enough to hear his jokes of the day, so we get to enjoy his playful sense of humor too. Jordan, congratulations on this honor. I know that you surely deserve it.
Jordan Shapiro's charitable works touch so much of the city of Malden. He's an active member, current board member, and most likely a past president of many organizations where he shares freely of his time, advice, knowledge, support, and money. To name just a few. Malden Kiwanis, a member since 1980. Masons, as a Mason, Master Mason, and a Shriner, and also as a financial supporter and booster to many of the sports programs here in the city of Malden. A member of the Malden Chamber of Commerce since nobody really knows when it's been that long. UMA, formerly MATV, as well as the Massachusetts Bar Association Dialogue Lawyer Program, and Temple Tifereth Shalom, formerly Temple Tifereth Israel. There's so much to be grateful for, and they are so grateful for his contributions. Congratulations to Jordan and to all of tonight's other honorees.
Well, let's welcome our wonderful honoree, Jordan Shapiro.
So Eddie O'Connell couldn't be here tonight, but he would very much like me to pass along his congratulations to you, Jordan, for your continuing the Lifetime Service Award and your commitment to the community. So thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. That's wonderful. Think it over. That's a pleasure. Let me just see if I can get organized for just a moment. Yes, thank you, May, for remembering people who don't know that one of her family members married a lawyer in my office, and that's when I met May a quarter century ago. And to know May is to love her, not romantically, but to know is to love her. So she's the sweetest lady in the world. Now Dana told me I could talk as long as I want, so I'm just going to talk a little bit. I do have to, first of all, I have to thank the wonderful, just 1 minute. First of all, I want to thank the president of the Malden Chamber, Hilda, for doing the video. And she is, of course, the director here and the director of the My Little Best Friends School, which is right next to my law office now. I recently moved. And so also thanks to Danielle Hender, my law partner and former lieutenant governor of the Kiwanis Club. And finally, Jody, my Temple member, who mentioned that we merged with her Temple up in Peabody, and very, very successful merger was working very nicely. I'm going to run off of my script a little bit and say Gary Christensen. He doesn't know, but I remember him when he was the president of the Malden High School class that he graduated from. I've known him ever since then. And of course, he's sitting nearby my son David, the lawyer for the city of Somerville, and they went to school together. And so it's wonderful to see Gary here. He actually joined the Kiwanis Club when I was the president a few years ago, so I'm thrilled to see him. He's always a dear friend, absolutely. Also, I want to say that it's very important to nonprofit organizations. They have a lawyer, either on the board or someone you can go to, contact if you need be. And if you want a perfect example, you should go talk to Patty Kelly, who's here today. And when she was the president of Kiwanis, she needed a lawyer full-time. She used to say that she wouldn't go to the restroom without talking to me when she was the president, because she had so many nightmares. So talk to her about her year as president. So what I wanted to do is, in addition to not talking about any of the honors that you see in the booklet, all the presidents and things that I've had, but it took me 80 years to get there, and so I was very happy to do that. A fun fact that she kind of touched upon was, in my younger day, I played the piano. I took lessons. I actually went to Berkeley one year, and then I learned to play the piano so well that I was invited to be the pianist in all of the striptease halls and barrooms of Boston. That's where I really got my education. And so, in addition, a lot of you may remember that I was also the piano player for the library trivia nights, but that was quite the education in the striptease hall. What I've never talked about in all of the years that I make lots of speeches over my lifetime, I've never talked about something that's very important to me that a lot of you may identify with, and that's that I was a ping pong player, and ping pong played a very important part of my life. And so when I was 8 to 10 years old, my big brother, who went to Harvard Law School, would take me to play ping pong with a couple of his friends. And so I was getting pretty good at that time. But then I went to BU CLA and BU Law School, and there I met the United States Army National Doubles Ping Pong champion. And he took a liking to me, and while my mother thought I was going to college until 2 o'clock every day, she didn't realize that as soon as my classes ended, I was playing ping pong 3, 4, 5 hours a day. And something that isn't written in any of my resume, I actually won the New England College Champion Ping Pong competition for 1 year when I was there. So very proud of that. But, now the other thing that maybe some of you can tell me, the nice thing about being a ping pong player in those days was there was a place called the Waltham Table Tennis Club. Is that still around? I don't see anybody saying yes. Well, that was a place where every Friday night I could go play ping pong with the New England champion and the Massachusetts champion. And so that was quite a thrill for me. And then I had no idea that one day in the 1960s, a dear friend of mine was going to go for lunch at the Bell Shops, next to the Bell Shops in Malden. Anybody remember that? No? Am I dating myself, Mayor Christensen? In any event, there was a Bell Shop in Malden that this beautiful girl worked at who was a ping pong player from Chelsea. So my friend fixed me up with this blind date, and even today she says the only reason I ever married her was that she was a cheap date, 20 cents an hour we could play ping pong at BU. So, but those are those days. And the final thing that I want to say is that as a result of meeting my wife through ping pong, I now have 4 wonderful sons. I love 3 of them. No, that's a joke. I love 4 of my sons. And 2 of them are here tonight, Burton and David, Burton's here with his wife. And then I have my law office. I have a couple of the lawyers from my firm are here. Charlie is here with his beautiful wife, Cindy, and Eric is here with his beautiful wife, Rachel. I'm glad to have them here tonight. And so very quickly, in conclusion, the moral is play ping pong. It'll let you stay mentally and physically in good shape. You may outlive some of your friends. As a result of it, I'm now in the 80s, and unfortunately, I've outlived my 4 best friends. So that's the unfortunate thing about that is that if you keep outliving all your friends, you'll have nobody go to your funeral. But I'm not going to talk about that. And the other thing is that you may, as a result of playing ping pong, meet a companion for the rest of your life. And finally, you may get recognized by the Chinese Culture Connection for Service Award. So again, thank you so much, everybody. This is a wonderful award. I appreciate it. Can't get over it. Thank you, May.
Thank you so much, Jordan. Wow.
Thank you. Let me give you a hug. Yeah. Wonderful.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Now you get a little taste of it, right? So, yes, we're going to take the picture with our president, please.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks
It's all
again.
yours.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Jordan. Oh, okay. So the silent auction is closing now?
2 minutes.
In 2 minutes. So check it out. Our next honoree is the Boston Chinese Opera Association. And we're going to have our board president, Yolande, to present this award.
Thank you. Thank you, May. The Boston Beijing Opera Association was founded in 2007 as a nonprofit grassroots organization, and its mission is to introduce Beijing opera to the North American public while providing a platform for enthusiasts to perform. Now, over the past 18 years, Boston Beijing Opera Association has successfully hosted numerous opera gala and is thrilled to present tonight for you. This group of outstanding musicians connect audiences in both China and US and passionately promote Chinese culture through the arts of Beijing opera. So tonight we're honored to award this outstanding group of musicians the Excellence in Arts and Culture Award. So who's coming?
Would members please come up and accept your award? And now I believe they are going to treat us to a performance.
I'm so sorry for my English. I didn't prepare what to say. My boss asked me to say something. We are very honored to be receive the award from Chinese Cultural Association. We are so happy. For us, this is it's encouragement. For us, we will continue to serve our community service. Thank you very much. So next, I'm going to have one piece of singing Chinese opera. It's called Born of the Frequency, something like that. Okay. Is there a music? Is there?